life. And I indeed bought what I was supposed to buy. Sean got me just like, hey! Hi, Safi, hello! Hi, Safi, hello! Hello, hello. Yes. I am alive. I had a night shift last night. I took a nap of hours. Anyway, yeah. I'm too high on caffeine, so... Wait, anyway. Yeah, the kids Pokemon tier lists, yay! Well, mainly just two, but one is going to be the Pokemon starters. My completely unbiased opinion of them. And the Pokemon games ranking, the mainline ones that is. Also my personal unbiased opinion. They'll be very biased anyway. Yeah. Let's see. Who else is there? What was your first game? Gen 3, Pokemon Sapphire and Emerald. So yeah, they're going to be ranked pretty high. I will admit. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah. And if you look at my thumbnail, I am holding Pokemon. I changed it. So it kind of shows what one of my favorite ones are automatically. Why? Because it's round. Yeah, I mean, I would like to say good things about each Pokemon before I rank them, even if I don't like them as much as others. So yeah. Let's see. But for starters, I will be ranking each form as appearance matters. But the mainline games, I'll actually just only do the mainline games for that one. Oh, warning! I have played like one mainline. I don't really know if I would call mainline game though. Pokemon Arceus. It's the only one I have not played. It's technically considered a mainline game, but I have not played it yet. So that's the only one I will not be ranking. So. Let's go to the tier list screen. Yeah! So I ranked it by SSS tier, the best, awesome, which means I like a lot, cute, really just for cuteness factor, pretty good means they're okay, and then, that one was not changed. Okay, I'll change that one. This one is supposed to be meh. E, yeah. E rank was supposed to be just meh. Like, I don't dislike them, but I don't like them though. Very much. E. Hello, Savvy. Hello! I'm working Pokemon today. Hello. E. Hey! Okay. Okay, let's get to ranking. Okay, so... I'll add extra slots. This is just for temporary. I'll do this and then I'll rank each one just so it's focused, you know what I mean? Okay. So Bulbasaur is like one of the cutest Pokemon ever. And he's actually a pretty good starter, so I'll put him in awesome. And then Ivysaur is a less cute Bulbasaur, so he's pretty good. Well, I'm here, sorry. And then for Ivysaur, he's awesome. Okay, to be honest, Venusaur is my favorite of the Kanto starters, so nothing will be above Bulbasaur usually. So yeah. Also, Bulbasaur is unique because it's a grass poison type. I think it's still the only grass poison type as well in terms of starters. Yeah, it is. It's pretty good actually as well in its own gen. I think it's objectively the best starter, I would say. That or Squirtle. I think it depends on whether you want to use Squirtle or to use a different water Pokemon like Gyarados or something. So yeah. But I think Bulbasaur is the best grass poison type in the game anyway, because its competition is Weepinbell and Bellsprout / Weepinbell and Oddish. So yeah, I think objectively it's the best out of the three anyway. So yeah. And also there's a lot of status moves too, so it's pretty useful for catching Pokemon as well. So yeah, it's pretty much easy mode for the Kanto region, so I'd recommend it, I guess. For as your beginner starter. I mean, I'll talk about beginner starters, I guess, as well. For Charmander I just think is pretty good. Bum bum bum. It's not the best or anything. To be honest, to me, Charmeleon is kind of meh. And then Charizard is awesome. That's why I think Charmeleon is kind of meh, because I don't know, I just like these two better. I don't know, I don't like the red color as much, but yeah, it's not bad or anything. Bum bum bum. So yeah, oh, I don't dislike any starting forms to the point where I'm gonna put like an F tier or anything like that, by the way, so. Yeah, and also in Kanto region, Charizard and like the Charizard line is like pretty difficult to start out with because the first gym leader is Rock. It does like Metal Claw in like later games, starting from Fire Red and Leaf Green at like, I think it's at level 13 or 14, I believe, so it's not that difficult afterwards, but you do have to level up to that point though. If you don't, here we're gonna rely on like a grass type Pokemon or like, I don't know, Butterfree using Confusion or something. So yeah, yeah, but I think it's objectively the worst starter for the gym leaders, but for the Elite Four it's not bad because there's Ice type and Flying type, so it's pretty good against two of them. Depending on what choices you make today, man, I cancel set. I know, right? Squirtle is cute. Wartortle is pretty good, and this one is awesome. You can't really go wrong with any of these, I'm not gonna lie, so I think they're iconic for a reason, you know what I mean? They're all equally good, though I do put Venusaur here because he's better than the other three, so the other two, I mean. So yeah, Wartortle I think it's pretty good, only because I just like Squirtle more, so yeah. Shit, it's excellent, all of them are cool, so exactly, so I just put them all the same tier. Personally, Venusaur is my favorite though of the three. It's also the first starter I used as well for Fire Red Leaf Green, so I have a huge bias against it, or for it I mean. So yeah, but I think all three of them are really good objectively. You know, so they're iconic for a reason, both them and their first starter designs, though I do rank Charizard Charmander a little bit lower. That's just my personal opinion, so. Okay, so Heart Gold and Soul Silver, aka Gold Crystal and Silver. Okay, so the first one is Chikorita line. Unfortunately, Chikorita line is extremely bad, like extremely bad. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. They lose against almost all of the Petite Rocket Pokemon. I think except for like a couple Pokemon that they can just like heal stall, I think. And then they're bad against almost every single gym leader in the game. I think they're only like good against one and neutral against one, I think, as well, if I remember correctly. They're pretty not very good. Very unfortunate. It has a very limited move pool too, so it's not the best if you want to use it. It can also use some statuses and stuff too, I guess, in that retrospect, so it's not like completely bad, I would say. It is cute though. It is very, very cute. To be honest, I don't like Chikorita line as much just because they're just really like my game experience. I have tried using them like a few times for my runs and they're not the best, so I would say Meganium is kind of meh. I don't think it's as cool as the other two designs, if I had to be honest. Bayleaf is pretty good. And Chikorita is cute. Yes. I don't know, I like Bayleaf's design a lot. I think I'm also a bit biased more towards Bayleaf and Meganium because of the Pokemon anime, so. A good anime, Bayleaf or Meganium. Exactly! Me too, I know, is that right? I don't think Meganium is like bad. I just think it's meh compared to the other two designs. I don't know, I like the design where they're going with this. I understand it's like, you know, bud, and then like flower, but, you know. So yeah. And then the next one is, yeah, they also have really limited move pool. It's not the best grass types, I would say. They do learn some unique moves like Asian Power and stuff like that, but a lot of fire Pokemon do outspeed it. It's not the fastest Pokemon, so yeah, kind of hard to use this guy. It does know, they do learn some really nice support moves like Reflect and Light Screen though, so they're not like completely bad. But yeah, in terms of the actual mainline game for Johto, they're really bad. just objectively speaking. So I would not recommend them as your first starter in Heart Gold Soul Silver. So yeah, SC as well, Cyndaquil, Quilava, and Typhlosion. Oh yeah, there's also RCS one. Oh, I'll put this here as RCS because I have not really used them, so I haven't played RCS yet. So I'll just leave that in the RCS spot. Not played. Okay, there we go. Mainline gets a single loss, but I'm gonna see them. Yeah. Okay, Cyndaquil is my first SSSS Tiermon. It is so cute, okay? It is completely biased. Don't at me, okay? Quilava is cute. And Typhlosion is awesome. I'm not gonna rank the RCS Pokemon because I actually haven't played RCS yet, so I don't really have an opinion on any of the final forms. Okay, so how RCS works, by the way, is that you start out with Cyndaquil, Oshawott, and Rowlet, and then they evolve into a completely different form at the ending for the third evolution line, but like I said, I haven't really used any of them, so I don't know how they look in game either, so that's the only reason I'm not rating it. Because how they look in game is also important to me too. Okay, I love Cyndaquil. He's like one of my favorite starters ever. Quilava is very, very adorable and cute to me, and the Typhlosion is really, really awesome. Typhlosion is pretty good. They also have a bit of a limited move pool, I would say as well, though. I think it's more of a problem with the Heart Gold Soul Silver line, though. Where all of them have a bit of a limited moveset. I think Totodile has the most varied moveset, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Typhlosion's pretty good, especially if you get like Eruption endgame. Anyway, let's see. You can kind of like sleep a lot of red Pokemon if it's Eruption. But it's really fast too. It has the exact same stat line as Charizard actually. The only difference is that Charizard is Fire Flying and Typhlosion is just Fire type. I don't know if RCS one actually has the same stat line as these other two, but yeah. Let's see. The reason why I like Typhlosion is like I like the fire coming out of its neck over here. Okay, but a disappointing thing later games though is that the fire is off unless they attack, so they look kind of weird without the fire on. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish like in the newer games that they re-added it back. So who knows? Maybe they will. Okay, so the Totodile line. Totodile is actually pretty good as well. Oh yeah. In terms of viability for Quilava and the Cyndaquil line, they're actually pretty good in Johto. There's not a lot of fire types usually in a lot of games, so I think they're one of the types with like the least they're one of the fire types with like the least actually no, it's not as bad as Platinum, but I don't think Johto has as much fire types. I think in Heart Gold Soul Silver they have a lot more, but yeah. Let's see. We're talking about I'd place it in cute. No, it's pretty good. And then this awesome. Okay, Vtuber Crocodile is pretty good. It's because I don't know. I just think these two are just. I think this is much cuter and this is so much cooler. This is kind of like a middle ground for me. I think a lot of the middle evolutions will be here actually. For pretty good. I don't think a lot of them are like amazing or cute. So yeah, but they're still good though. Let's see. Totodile is actually pretty good. They're one of the few that learn Ice Fang in Johto, so they're good against so they're pretty good against dragon types as an alternative if you want to prioritize that. If you also just want to go get shiny Gyarados, that's fine too. Anyway, yeah. The thing is they're really good, but there's a lot of water types in Heart Gold Soul, so there's a lot of water types in general actually. I think they're one of the biggest percentage of types in the game actually, and just in general. But yeah, they're really good though. They're unique in that they're more of a physical type in terms of Pokemon like stats. I think they're more physical than special if I remember correctly. So they're more unique in that regard, I guess. Because there's more special types than physical types in water in terms of Pokemon. So yeah. But you know they're pretty much trying to compete with Gyarados, and Gyarados is a really strong Pokemon because of all Ice Fang. And it's pretty good against a lot of the gyms though. So yeah, I think both Quilava and Totodile are good against around an equal amount of gyms. So they're both good for starters in my opinion. It just depends on which I think type you want more on your team. So yeah, but I think I recommend Quilava just because there's less fire types and water types in the game though, personally speaking. Now to Gen 3. Gen 3. Cute. Awesome. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, yes. totally unbiased anyway. Yeah, Chico's actually pretty good. Chico is really good early game for the first gym. Second gym, they're okay. Third gym, they're actually not bad. They're pretty good. Provided you have a pretty good moveset for them at that point. You can just like absorb spam, I guess, and stuff like that. They're just okay though. And then fourth gym is fire, so they're pretty bad there. By that point, you should have like a water type or a rock type though, so it's not like they're falling behind, I would say. Sixth gym is flying, so they're really bad for that gym. So yeah, and then seventh gym is set kick, which they're just okay at. And then eighth gym is water type, so they're good, basically. I gotta go up looking at Mudkip's spot. Don't worry, my is gonna be high too. Yeah. And then yeah. So yeah, Chico's actually not bad for in terms of the mainline game as well. We read part 7. It's actually kind of peak. Part 7? Oh, you mean for dojos? It is indeed peak. It's amazing. So yeah, let's see. Oh, another really good thing about Chico is that how Gen 3 works, aka Pokemon Sapphire, Emerald, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, is that the game is split into like 2 distinct halves, the land portion and the water portion. So yeah, the 7.8 too much water, it is kind of a true thing, I'm not gonna lie. Chico does excel in the last half of the game, especially during a lot of the Pokemon mobs and fights and stuff. If you're playing Pokemon Sapphire specifically, it's way better. Objectively speaking, because there's a bunch of water types you have to fight. And then Pokemon Ruby is objectively worse because of all the fire types you actually do have to fight. aka King Magma, so it probably just depends on like which game you pick, I guess. So yeah, but otherwise I rate King Malahai though, and Torchic is anyway. Torchic, I'm extremely biased, as you can see. Torchic and Blaziken, I think, are one of the cutest and one of the coolest starters ever. Actually, no, I should just do this. But yeah. Anyway, and Musket, I think, is one of the best midline starters too. So yeah. And then, yeah, Torchic is pretty good. Torchic is good for a lot of the gyms as well. It puts a firefighting type, the first one actually of 3, and objectively it's my favorite one, so it has to be the highest anyway. Yeah, Blaziken is pretty good. I like Blaziken a lot. It's my favorite of the 3 final fighting farm starts. I know people have their own opinions, and I like Embor or Infernape more, but to me Blaziken is the best. It's also the first start I ever chose, first start I ever played in any game. Generation 3 was my first game, so I'm extremely biased. I just think Torchic is one of the cutest things ever. Musket is pretty cool and awesome. It's probably one of my favorite midline starters. And then Blaziken is the best. I don't know. I like it carried me through Steven. It was over leveled, but anyway. Anyway, so yeah. Though it's definitely a bit worse in Pokemon Emerald specifically because the final champion is water type. I won't say who it is, but if no one has ever played it. So yeah. But yeah, isn't it the best? It's the cute, they're the awesomest. Glad I got a top luck. Exactly right, too, specifically, but yeah. Okay, so for Mudkip, you might be a bit like, why is Martype ranked that? Okay, to be honest, Martype might be ranked a bit lower, guys, but there's a reason, okay? It's very objectively unbiased. Biased, I mean. But yeah. So Mudkip is SSS tier. So cute. Definitely SSS tier. And then Torterra is awesome. And then Gardeau's pretty good. I just think Gardeau's pretty good because I don't know. I don't think its design is as iconic as Torterra and Turk in my opinion. So yeah. It's also it's unique in that it's the only ground grass starter when it falls into its evolution form. It's unique. Okay, the unique thing about the evolution line for the platinum starter is that their secondary typing is strong against the Pokemon they're weak to. So, for example, like the earthquake can decimate Infernape provided Torterra lives. And then no, it's also good against once again Empoleon's steel typing, which is unique, I guess, but it's not really needed, I would say. But yeah, anyway, yeah, they're pretty slow. They hit hard. They're cute. They're a turtle. What more can you ask for? Turtwig is okay. Turtwig is okay for like. I think this is one of the few gens where Gen 4 is one of the few gens where each of the stars are pretty equal in the number of gyms they can fight for you. But objectively, Torterra is a bit weaker though, because Team Plasma. They're good against grass types. They have a lot of flying ones like Golbat and stuff, so yeah. I can't really hit them that much, but yeah, other than that, I do like them a lot, so I will put them that high. Oops. So, hello Sapphire. Hello! So here, Chimchar is next, and it's the second of the firefighting. So since I placed SSS tier, I'm sorry, but obviously means Infernape cannot be SSS tier, but still really good. I find him cute, pretty good, and awesome. Yeah. So the Infernape line I just cannot put above Torchic and stuff. Sorry. Anyway, so the Torchic line in like all aspects. Anyway, so yeah, they're my second favorite of the firefighting stars. So yeah, Ember is my least favorite. I'm spoiling it anyway. So yeah, they're really good in their Action Generation games. It helps that they know Mach Punch early on. Level 14, I think, is when right when they evolve as well. So they're pretty strong. They're actually pretty good for the Fortune because of that. You guys, if you're even doing a Nuzlocke, you don't have to really worry much because you can just Mach Punch everything and kill everything. So you do have to make sure that the IVs or the EVs of your Monferno isn't too terrible, so they can like one-shot off things. Anyway, so yeah, they're fast. They hit really, really hard. I think they have a higher speed stat and a higher attacking stats than Blaziken, I think. But they exchange have lower defenses. I think there's a difference between the two of them, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Let's see. And they're good for a lot of gyms. Like a lot of gyms, if I remember correctly. They're really good for Candace a lot as well. In terms of Elite Four, they defeat like 2 of them if you know how to play it correctly. So yeah. They're pretty good. They're pretty fast. They hit hard. Not as good as Torterra and Turtwig in my opinion, in terms of looks and bias. But yeah. Bum bum bum. But it's definitely my second of the favorite of the fighting starters. But yeah, if you want to know, from just 3 to 5, they did firefighting starters in a row for the fight evolutions. And all of them do function a little bit differently from each other, but in the end, yeah. There's 3 of them, and they'll all be ranked accordingly. So yeah, no, the last of the Gen 4 starters. Okay, that was bug. Anyway, so so yeah. And then so next one is Piplup, Prinplup, and Empoleon. Piplup is cute. To be honest, I kind of find Piplup kind of meh. And this is awesome. There's so much people in the awesome category. I don't know. I like the fire of a lot of the fire evolutions. Okay, anyway. So yeah. Basically, this is cute. I think Piplup is like definitely one of the cutest starters, but he's not SSS tier for me or anything. I find Prinplup kind of meh. I just don't think it's really that cute or really that interesting of a design compared to like its Final Evolution 2 starters. I think Monferno and Grotto are like a tier above it. I think in terms of it looks more unique in my opinion, just saying. But yeah, Empoleon is really awesome looking. I like it a lot too. It was one of my siblings' favorite stars. They got like a contest ribbon with they got every single contest ribbon with this guy. Anyway, so if your national number should be higher, no. I'm sorry, he cannot be higher than my Blaziken. Than my top SSS tier Blaziken. Reminds me, Tarshik should be here, my Kip should be here. Anyway. Anyway. So yeah, and then let's see. Empoleon is unique in that it's a water steel typing. It's only water steel typing even to this day in terms of the mons for starters. Even then as well among most Pokemon it's a really unique typing. It's not, I don't think that is there any other water steel typing? I don't think so actually. Maybe the one that I'm forgetting, but yeah. But yeah, they're also pretty good in the game. They can learn a lot of water steel types. They can also learn Ice Beam against Garchomp, but they're also weak against Garchomp Earthquake though, so be careful I guess. Anyway, so yeah. They have such a unique typing. It's pretty good defensive typing as well. Sablis can sting him if he tries to 6-0. It got me so mad. Hello. Or a Granger stat should make him higher. That's why he's at the cusp of SSS tier. I'm sorry. Even though he has the best gameplay viability of all the Gen 3 starters, he cannot be above. He cannot be above. I'm sorry, I'm biased. I'm extremely biased. And then so yeah, and also RCS Pokemon will be here, so I have not played RCS yet, so yeah, I don't know. I don't have an opinion on them, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. He's definitely one of the best too. And I think all the starters and game are awesome and should be deserved to be in the awesome tier. I think all of them are equally good in terms of design. They're all of them are pretty good viably as well, though I think the Terra suffers a bit because of Team Plasma, but you should have other Pokemon though. Anyway. Bam bam bam. And then the Snivy line. Snivy is kind of interesting because it's not amazing for a lot of the gyms. It has a really hey. It has a really interesting moveset and stat line. It's actually really defensive, really fast Pokemon, but its defenses are a bit left to be desired just because the way you're supposed to use is that you either use this hidden ability contrary where you use Leaf Storm and basically raise up its stats that way because debuffs turn into buffs with its ability contrary. Either that or you're supposed to use Coil and raise up its stats and then start sweeping. It's interesting, and because that has a kind of limited moveset too, it's not bad I would say, because it does have the moves it does for it to work. But it's a really interesting typing in terms of how it actually works in game. Let's see, I think Snivy is good. Honestly, I think Servine is pretty meh. And I think Serperior is awesome. Snivy SS at least? No. And then I'm sorry, I have another Pokemon SSS tier for Gen 5 anyway. So yeah. I just think it's just a normal standard cute starter line. Honestly, I think Servine is really meh. By who will win? Blaziken or Infernape? Infernape is already here. Blaziken already wins for me. Blaziken is my favorite of the final typing, so yeah. I can't put anything higher than Blaziken in terms of any other firefighting types. Anyway, yeah, honestly I feel like Servine is meh. It just looks like it just looks like a bigger Snivy in my opinion. But Serperior is pretty awesome. I don't know, I like his long stack form. So yeah. I don't think once I get home I'll make my own also bias. I know, right? Because like when you if I was doing an objective tier list, this would look very different. But yeah, you guys have a good tier list so far. Hello, thank you. So yeah, I hate typos more than the double. Yes. Anyway, yeah, yeah. Especially for med tiers that I don't really dislike them, but they kind of just like meh to me. A lot of them, this will mostly be for probably med evolutions. I just think med evolutions are always like that awkward teenage phase, you know what I mean? Try to be like 400 ping. 400 ping. That's so much ping. So I think most of the middle evolutions will be in this med tier, to be honest. Like I said, it's like that awkward teenage phase to me. For the most part, so yeah, oh yeah. Especially for Marshtomp being so low. Marshtomp's 6th generation 3D form and up, it just looks really weird to me. It's not cute anymore, so well, it has to be here forever. But it's so cute Gen 5 and down, so yeah. I'm sorry. I don't like the fact that it looks like it has like no thoughts behind its eyes, starting from Gen 6 and up. Yeah. It's pretty interesting. I really like using its contrary Leaf Storm version, which is why it's rated so high. Also, I just think it looks cool. Especially in the game. I love this 5th gen 3D sprite. Let's see. 2D sprite, I mean. So, Tepig. Okay, Tepig is cute. Pignite is meh. And our third evolution form in here is pretty good. Okay, honestly, out of the 3 firefighting starters, I just don't think Tepig is like as good, as cool, or as amazing as the other 2, okay? The reason why the reason why it's not lower, or stay here, is because Shiny Form is really cool for Emboar. But yeah, honestly, I don't really like using it that much. I usually like using the Darmanitan or Volcarona for my fire type. Emboar has the best shiny at least. Yes, he does. He does indeed, actually. I'll put him in cute, actually. Yes, you're right. He objectively is started with the best shiny, actually. You're actually right. But honestly, I put the 2 of them here together. I just think both of them are meh. I don't think Emboar or Shyvana are especially cute or anything either, so that's why I can't put them in the middle tier. He's really cute though. So yeah. I had 2 Fennekins. Don't know how to spell evolution times. Oh, there's 2 Fennekins. That is weird. I'll put them down here then. Bum, bum, bum. That is really interesting. Did not realize that actually. Oh, there's also megas down here too. I have my own opinion about megas, but yeah. Thank you for pointing that out, actually. Seeing this tier list, I didn't even know that there was double. Okay. We moved them down. Anyway, so yeah. Let's see. Bum bum bum. Yeah. Honestly, I just had to put like, yeah, this Blaziken is SS tier. Everyday is awesome, and then I would say Emboar is in cute tier. I don't know, I just objectively just think that in terms of design, they just like get progressively like a little more down. And I mean, you can put Infinite SS tier, but I think Emboar is objectively a tier down from them, I think, in terms of design. And game reliability, it's okay. It has really interesting moves, and it's slower and heavier than both Infernape and Blaziken, so it does have a different playstyle, but personally, I just don't really like using it as much. Especially when you have so many cool fire types in Gen 5. You have Volcarona, you have like Heatmore, you have Darmanitan, you know what I mean? You have so much cool fire types in the Gen that I don't really want to use Emperor that much. So yeah, even though it's actually not that bad. Typically it's actually pretty viable. It's actually like equally as good as Samurai, I would say. For Samurai, Oshawott is SSS tier. I really like Ewott actually. And let's see, Samurai is also here too. Yeah. Bum bum bum. Let's see. Also, all Arceus Pokemon will be down here. I have not played Arceus yet. This design looks. These 2 designs do look really nice though. So yeah, Oshawott is SS tier. It's one of the cutest water Pokemon ever. It's also though I think Mudkip is cuter. It's just so adorable, man. Dewott is actually one of my favorite middle line. It just looks really cool and nice. I love its razor shell ability. Oh, also I like the anime too. I just think it's cool looking. And then Samurai I think is one of the coolest designs. I don't know. I like its huge mustache thing. So I kind of look like a Samurai otter thing. I don't know. I'm biased for otters, okay? I think otters are super cute. So yeah. And then also they're pretty solid. They have a pretty good Jack-o'-Wild Trace stat line, so they can like they're actually more bulkier than they look. Hi Sam, happy. How's she going? What did I miss? No technical difficulties today. Everything is going well actually, in terms of everything going well. No technical difficulties. Bum bum bum. So that's nice for a change. Anyway. Let's see. Yeah. I just think it's one of the best middle. I tend to play Arceus. I do actually own the game. Well, I'm not the one who owns the game. One of my siblings does own the game, so I do plan on playing on stream one day, but I don't know when though. It's really different from your typical mainline game, so there's a lot of catching involved, and the gameplay, how it works, like how you battle, it's like the different styles and stuff. So yeah, I do plan on playing it one day. It's the only mainline game I haven't played, objectively speaking, so she owns it, yeah! Well, one of my siblings does. I can play it whenever I want, they did say, so they're not playing it right now at the moment. They're currently playing Tears of the Kingdom anyway, putting hundreds of hours into it. So yeah. Bum bum bum. Oh, now we're moving on to Gen 6. Let's talk about Gen 6 anyway, so... Yeah, yeah, Samurott is definitely one of the best. It's like really, it's actually bulkier than you think it is. It actually hits pretty hard. It looks pretty good moves too, actually. That's like a cool fighting moves and stuff. It doesn't have terrifying Paris on it. Paris, ew, I hate Paris. They're like a weird parasitic Pokemon brain, where like they're actually like not really like conscious because they're being taken over by parasite. Anyway, just waiting for gameplay with chat. Yep, I don't know when that'll be. Maybe one day. It's just funny. Also, Pokemon battles and intense community with teabags. Yeah, I didn't know how a couple of the I didn't know I only know how one of the boss Pokemon were looks like. It was from the trailer Cleavor, which is the Scyther thing. Yeah. So yeah, okay, for Chespin, honestly, Chespin's not I don't really Chespin that much, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Its evolution is meh. I do like it's a fine evolution though. I don't think Chespin is really that cute compared to like a lot of the other starter Pokemon. Honestly, I don't really know what cooldown. I don't really get how it's supposed to be very cute. It looks okay. One of the problems I have with the Chespin line is that I don't feel like any of the three forms are really connected that well, besides the color palette, I would say. Like, why does it look like a hedgehog and then it becomes like a weird ball thing, and then it becomes like a huge like fighter type? Okay, I know they're based on the D&D team like fighter, thief, and mage, but you know, yeah. In terms of it's a grass fighting type, by the way. Generally speaking, it's not the best that you can use for the games. I think Fennekin and Greninja are like actually way better, technically, objectively speaking, for the games. But yeah, it's not like it's bad. I like its final form a lot. It does have a really interesting gimmick where it's also really defensive as well, similar to Superior. Yeah, Superior is defensive. It just doesn't look like it, right? Anyway, so yeah, it has a unique gimmick like Specky Shield, so it's not like bad or anything. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really like its first two forms that much at all, if I have to be honest. Chespin is like on the cusp of being meh, in my opinion. It's just cooldown kind of just ruins a lot of it for me. Anyway, so Fennekin. I have used Chespin though. They're not bad though, but Fennekin and Greninja are way better. Fennekin, it's so cute. It's cute. I'm surprised there's no bad and terrible tiers. I don't dislike a starter enough to put it in terrible. I have other Pokemon I think are actually bad or terrible, but I don't think any starter are terrible. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. I think they're just all cute tiers. I don't think Fennekin is really awesome looking. I would just put it in a cute tier, to be honest. Yeah. I think all of them are the same, to be honest. I don't know. I thought I would like Fennekin more, but I just think its evolutions are kind of like the same opinion. They're all just cute. I don't really have an awesome opinion about all of them. So, yeah. Should we even rank Ash Greninja? I think that's a bit unfair. Okay, so I'm just gonna rank the. I mean, this is technically Mega Form, right? Yeah, I don't know where I would rank this. Ash Greninja is like a special Pokemon, so yeah. Anyway, let's see. Froakie is cute. This one is cute, and Greninja is awesome. I just joked. He's actually SSS tier anyway. So yeah, I think Froakie is cute. I think they're the same. I don't really prefer one over the other for these two. And the Greninja's SSS tier. Okay, I'm back. Look at my SSS. Yay! Yeah, of course he's an SSS. Why would not be an SSS? So yeah, basically Greninja's like one of my favorite water final. I don't know, I just think he's so cool. All his cool playing Smash, okay? I'm just playing with Greninja. I like his design. Yeah, to me the design is just so good. Even though it's like really, really fragile, I just want to put it up here. It does have an interesting ability, which is move, which is Water Shuriken, where it actually goes first. It's physical though. I do believe Greninja is more special, right? If I remember correctly. It should also be an SSS. No, I can't. Out of these starters, you have to be on top no matter what. And yes, basically. I don't like Ash Greninja here. I don't know. It's like an event exclusive mod, so I don't really want to like rank it or anything. Technically speaking, so yeah. I guess RCS event and event. Pokemon. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to put extra shades in the event mod. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I just think also he's pretty fun to play in Smash. I've used him in a couple times in Smash Ultimate. One of my siblings owns it, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't really say that that's here, but yeah. I don't know. I just think he's just so cool. He just looks so cool, doesn't he? Even though he's actually more fragile than I think he is. Still pretty strong too. So yeah. Okay, I don't, to be honest, when we rank the games, I will say some positive about Pokemon X and Y, okay? I don't dislike them completely. So yeah, now we're on to Gen 7. Oh, Arceus. Boop, down here. Arceus, okay. SSS tier. He's pretty good. And then SSS tier. Yeah, as my thumbnail shows, I'm super biased against the Rowlet line. I just think Dartrix is just a pretty good mid evolution. He's just like the awkward teenage phase to me, so Boy, yes. He's definitely like here, yeah. Anyway, actually he's my favorite first form actually now. It used to be Torchic, but I'm sorry. Torchic still occupies the second and fourth place slot in my heart though. Anyway. So yeah, I just think the Situation is so cool. He's one of the coolest like starter designs in my opinion. I do like his R6 design a lot too, but I don't know how he plays though. Why is there so many Pokemon there? Shh, this is biased, so yeah. these are meh for the middle evolutions actually for Gen 7. But in terms of and I think that's actually above them by a little bit. But yeah, but I think all their final evolutions are really nice though. To little map right? No, you did. Don't remind me. Anyway, yeah, Pyramid is really unique. It's a water fairy typing. It's I don't think there's that much water fairy typing besides like Meryl, which is a physical type. Pyramid is special, so I guess it has that distinct SSS. No, GUI's SSS. But yeah. Anyway, it's actually really good for Gen 7. It's pretty good competitively as well. I guess technically you would say. I think Awesome Meryl is used more, but just part Awesome Meryl, but it's actually pretty good too. They have a really unique sparkling aria, which powers up depending on some typing. So yeah, and it's actually really strong. I know a lot of people don't like the Primarina line as much because they don't like how like I guess like cute it looks, I guess. 'Cause a lot of people like more of the awesome starter, but the cool like badass looking designs element. So I don't think it's as popular as the other two, but I don't know, I just like it a lot. Okay, monkey time. Yeah, so he's is awesome. Okay, I just think Grookey is very cute. Okay, Thwackey honestly is pretty good. He's not meh to me. I like his animations in game, and then Rillaboom is like SSS tier. Okay. Yeah, I'm biased for like grass types, what of it, okay? I think Rillaboom is cool, okay? They're pretty good. All the stars are pretty good actually in Gen 8. There's not one that's really weak against the other, I would say. Put him SS but not Premier Assault. Yeah, what about it? That's such a wrong opinion. I know. I knew that. Okay, I know that Generation A is gonna be my most like. Why would you put them in this ranking? Okay, honestly, I'm really biased against the other two. I'm just gonna say it right out. All right, okay, guys. I'm actually really biased against the other two. I think this is objectively the best starter. I don't really like the other two that much, but I'm gonna say it right now. Okay, but in terms of gameplay wise, all of them are actually pretty good. Okay, so I will give them that. Skirt Bunny is very cute. Honestly, I find Reboot meh. And I just find... yeah. Why did I put them this low? I don't think they're very cute, okay? I don't know. I don't find Cinder Ace very cute, okay? Sobble is awesome. I find this guy meh. Intellion is pretty good, yeah. You're talking about like some other VTuber I watch with the whole chat mod bullshit. I see. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like the Gen 8 starters very much besides Grookey and Rillaboom, okay? Yeah, they're really low. They're the only starters that be really low. In terms of the final forms, I just don't like them that much, okay? I don't like the middle forms that much too. I don't know. The thing is, I like the Gmax, Gigantamax forms, but I don't really like their actual forms that much. So yeah, don't at me, okay? I know this is very objective and very extremely biased. I know these two objectively should be higher, but yeah, no. That's all I'll say. It's almost adorable than evolved. Exactly. I think it gets less cute when it evolves. That's just not. I can't put these too high. You made the same as Squirt Bunny. I think it gets less cute too when it evolves. I'm sorry. To me, it's just so cute, and then I just can't rank it higher because I put Squirt Bunny awesome, but then I can't put these too high. I just don't think they're very cute. I don't know. This Sprigatito is S tier. This one's actually awesome. I actually really like this evolution a lot. I think just Mariscata is cute. I mean, those are just because how can I argue where those should go? I know. I mean, I'm also making Vtuber Designs in a way, so I mean, people can have their opinions. Yeah, so Sprigatito is SSS tier. It's like one of the cutest starters ever, actually speaking, no contest. It's so cute. Mira's been actually like a lot of the evolution. I think Yo-Yo thing, his animations are really cool. I used one in one of my Pokemon Scarlet runs. I don't know, I think I should let's go on stream since I restarted it, but yeah, anyway, Nice Bar's pretty cute tier. I don't think it's as good as its other two forms actually. Just speaking, I don't know, I think it's a bit of a downgrade actually, in my opinion. Mira's Scott is unique in that it's a grass dark typing. which is pretty good typing, I would say. It's weak to a number of things though, but in exchange it's really fast. Its search move always crits, so it's actually pretty good competitively, I would say. Yeah, it's one of the fastest moves I think in Gen 9 if I remember correctly. So yeah, okay, here's another extreme bias. Coco is SSS tier. This is a really long list. Skeldridge is awesome. And cute! In the second form. Yes. Hello. I'm looking Pokemon. Not Violet, you mean, right? Yeah, Pokemon Violet. No, I also have Pokemon Scarlet. It's a siblings copy, but yeah. Anyway, I've been using it to try Pokemon back and forth. It's actually like Pokédex Pokemon Violet. Anyway, yeah, we play each other's copies anyway. Yeah. And then, let's see. Oh, I should have do a tier list ranking for legendary Pokemon and mythical Pokemon at some point. I'll do it later though. This line is weird, but I still don't. I know, it's weird. Specifically, it's weird, but I don't know, I like it a lot, Trader. Actually, boy, that's why it's so cute. Is it Vaporeon? Nope. I'll rank them another time. We'll do different tier list rankings over the course. Like, I'll do Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tier list ranking at some point. I'll just do a different. Every tier. How dare you? You know who does it F tier? Groudon. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Groudon cannot be F tier. I can think of other Pokemon should be an F tier. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, I think Skeldridge is awesome. His little like bird on his like snout is cute. Fukuko is SSS tier along with Sugatito. Hello. Hello, Benz. It's been a while. Rayquaza SSS. Yes, Rayquaza is definitely SSS tier. He's definitely one of the best Pokemon ever. Let's see. No Praxaline. I'll just put him cute. I'll put him meh. And then I'll put him pretty good. Honestly, I don't really like the Quaxaline that much. Animations are cool, but I don't really like his designs that much if I had to be honest. He's like he's also one of my least liked just really least liked designs for Gen 9. You remember me? Yeah, it's been a really long time. Bum, 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 I believe. Bum, 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 bum. I thought like evolution. I guess we'll rank those two. But yeah. It's interesting he's a water fighting type. He's not bad in game actually. A week or 3 days, yeah. Bum bum bum. It's been a while in my time. What has happened? It's been like it feels like it's been a month already, even though it's only been a week. Anyway, Eevee SSS. Yes, Eevee is indeed SSS before I rank him. Yeah. Currently is fine. I just don't like his third evolution form that much, nor his second evolution. I think his first evolution is pretty cute though. He's actually not that bad at gameplay wise. I just remember because I'm still gonna do it someday. I will do it eventually. I'm doing it in order of time, to be honest, so let's stream other times about sleep on YouTube. No problem. So yeah. I'll get to it when I get to it, Benz, okay? Bum bum bum. So yeah, Pikachu is definitely awesome tier. No, I don't think it's SSS. SSS deserves to be Eevee. Okay, I was gonna put Pikachu a bit lower is because I actually like Raichu a bit more. Yeah, I know, crucify me, but that's why he's awesome. I think Eevee SS tier, definitely one of the cutest evolutions ever. He's so cute. He's so fluffy. I heard like Doki Doki. Yeah, I played Doki Doki actually. I played when it first came out. Actually, Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, I haven't played the Plus version yet though, so I might play the Plus version. I'm not too sure, but yeah. Oh, Raichu or Pikachu. Exactly. I think Raichu is cuter. Okay, the reason why I have to put Pikachu in the cusp of SSS tier with Stomper is because I don't like that it gets more skinnier as time goes on. I like it when it was more chunky. I like it when it was fat. I'm sorry. It was rounder and cuter. See, the more round you are, the higher you will tier in this list. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, exactly. See, he's chunky and round. Sorry, best girl. 5 minutes ago. Sorry is best girl. I do agree with you, actually, Suna. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's true. He gets more skinny as time goes by. Yuri is pretty good. G1 Pikachu was the best. He was so fat. He was so cute. I used to collect fat Pokemon Pikachu cards when I was younger. I gave them. My parents gave them all away when I moved out, but for college, like all around Pokemon, yeah. Okay, if I actually did tier list of all like round Pokemon, almost all of them would be SSS tier. I Jigglypuff has an SSS tier just because he's so round and cute. Anyway, I guess we're ranking all the megas as well. Actually, I'll just put them here like this. We're fat. Yes, he was fat and so cute, and then he became skinny and less cute. I'm sorry, from someone. Okay, someone just very afraid I don't remember it. Yeah. Bum bum bum. So yeah, and I'm not to now the Pikachu cards. Yeah, I know they gave them away. I was like, no, my fat Pikachu cards. Yeah, I know. What's the basis for your tier? That's how much I like them. This is not objective. If I was doing objective, this would be really, really different. So my favorite Pokemon would be lower. Is that little fox already on there? I know. For some reason, they put it twice here. Strongest, cutest overall. To me, it's how much I enjoy using them in game as a starter, and just how cute or awesome I feel like they are. Yes, objective one will be different anyway. So yeah. And Raichu remains his same chunky form, which is why this is why he's an awesome tier. Think of the value they could come over ears. I know, it hurts my soul. Okay, so ranking megas. I don't play Colosseum, so I'm just gonna make him here too, but I know it's a double battle though. Here's nice. Okay, so okay, to be honest, I don't really like a lot of the megas, if I have to be objectively honest. I just feel like they're just like heavier designs. Like, look at their add-ons. Like, I don't like Venusaur that much. He just goes in pretty good. This one does go in awesome. A Black Charizard, especially that's a non-shiny, is cool. Honestly, I just think this one is pretty good. I just think this one is pretty good. Blaziken is awesome. Swampert is just pretty good. This one is just pretty good. I just have like no feelings on the megas, I'm not gonna lie. The thing is, I like Mecha as a gameplay thing, but honestly I just think a lot of designs are just pretty good, or just like around there. It's my favorite start of all time. I'll say 2 and a lot. Yeah, and Incineroar is really, really good. I love using him competitive. He's so good. Intimidate, Incineroar, yeah. After I started my Mudkip though, Mudkip is definitely a top tier. Yeah, so this is my tier list ranking for the starters at least. This Swampert is fat. He should be an SSS. But I don't like how chunky he looks, actually. Because Swampert, I think, is objectively better than Mega Swampert, you know what I mean? I don't like how heavy he looks either. I don't know. I don't like how heavy all of them look. He's thick. True. Make a compelling argument. I'll put him in cute. Take it or leave it. Yeah. So yeah. Yes, ranking. This is my SSS tier. My awesome tier. My cute tier. I mean, I put Crocodile here, and he's cute. I think listen to her, I would never play Pokemon game. No problem. Yes, believe that this is the right tier. Anyway, so yeah. And this is my med tier. Honestly, it's almost all the middle. It's almost, if not all middle evolutions, it's just med tier. I don't know, besides Meganium. I don't know, Meganium I think is like objectively like not just really like, kind of a boring design. Body tier. Ew. I'll put my part on it here. Anyway, yeah, and this is Arceus / Colosseum. I have not played Colosseum, so what's your right to be wrong? Good. Oh lord, he coming. Anyway, so yeah, Rowlet is my favorite star. I thought no one had ever beat Torchic, but he beat it. Rowlet is just the cutest. He's so round. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go rank. Okay, guys. I did bring this up so we can actually rank. Okay, I don't know where Teddiursa comes from. Not played. I don't know why there's Teddiursa here. I don't think there's a game where Teddiursa starter, but yeah. I have this. Rowlet's best. We all agree. Exactly. Oh lord, he come in. So yeah. Anyway, okay. I'm actually gonna do an objective starter tier list here for the actual gameplay. So if anyone wants to actually use these Pokemon, just be aware, I guess. My favorite also is at the very top, because Venusaur is here. I think Venusaur is better than Charizard. What do you... yeah, come at me. This is not biased in any way. Because Venusaur is my first starter. Okay, I will do an objective one, so... Okay, I'm gonna do an objective tier list now. EVS? He has an SSS tier. Yes, I'll take. Hey! Okay, so this is an unbiased one, okay? This is objective gameplay. So, Bulbasaur is actually top tier. I'll do this for the Kanto. Okay, so... both Bulbasaur and Squirtle actually make Kanto very, very easy, actually. The reason I'm putting him A is because he's weak against the first two gyms, for Charmander specifically. So after that he starts getting really good though. That's the only reason why I'm putting him down here. If you guys want to start Fire and Leaf Green. Okay, I don't know if the Pikachu here. Okay, I feel like there should be two Pikachus. Lol. Okay, for Pikachu, I'll put in B. I'm averaging out him from Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Let's Go. Okay, so if a Pokemon Let's Go, he's literally S tier. If it's Pokemon Yellow, he's literally like he's like C tier or like D tier, I would say. So it balances out into B. Okay. Because how Pokemon Yellow works, the original Pokemon Yellow, is that you can't swap him out, and he's weak against like a number of the gyms actually. So registration is kind of mess. So he's like a forest party member in your party. So in Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee, they give Eevee and Pikachu extremely boosted stats, and they also give them unique moves that like are like good against like specific typings for gyms. So that's the reason why I'm putting him in B. I played FNAF and Roblox Encounter. I don't know. I'll check out Roblox. I still haven't done it yet. Greninja is A. Let's see where's the other. I would say they're both A, and then I would say Chespin is where's Chespin? Here. Chespin is B. No Power Ranger Mystery Dungeon starter. Not this list. If it's a spin-off game, then. Okay, I'll do I think for Mystery Dungeon, I think I would do a separate tier list for it, or a separate video for it, only because there's so much different games and so much different starters that you can start out with. So, or not as much starters that you can start out with. Gates Infinity can only start with 5, so you can only start with 5 starters. So I think I'll do that one. Actually, there's a heart button on chat. There's a heart button on chat. When did that happen? I didn't even notice. Okay, so I'll put these two at A. They're pretty good. I think Rookie has a bit more competition though, because there's so much water types in Pokemon Gen 6. So that's the reason why I'm not putting an S tier, if I had to be honest. Squirtle has less competition because it's Kanto, so there's not as much water types that can outcompete it as, especially because you get this so early. Show the world. The rest of the song. What? Yeah, and the Fennekin I put it A. Fire type is a really strong typing, especially in Pokemon X and Y, so I put it A tier. Let's see. What did I say I put in B? Okay, there's a reason why I'm putting in B, okay? Chikorita is actually C tier. Actually no. I'm gonna be mean to it, but this is objectively true, okay? Where did my other thing go? Oh, here. I don't know why this came here. I'll just delete this row. Okay. Okay, played. Oh, okay, wait, let me... a row below? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm sorry to Chikorita if I'm doing this, okay? Chikorita is like so... it's so bad. I can't recommend it. It has to be in its own tier, man. Like... this. Ruby red. This screen. Okay. Cheers, Mister. I like its design, but yeah. Wata. So put too much water. Yes. Wata. Yes. So for Chikorita, it actually has to be in its own tier. It's definitely the worst starter you could ever choose in any game of any Pokemon game. Maybe some of the Vtubers I know later. I don't know if I want tierlist Vtubers. I think it's a bit sad. also, I don't know all of Vtubers, so I don't watch all of them, so I can't actually rank them. Chikorita is weird. Read up my opinion overall. Yeah, okay, so my Chikorita is that it's only good for one gym. One gym out of 8 gyms. And it's bad for almost all of Elite Four, too. It's definitely just so bad to use in its own gym. It's just so sad. And it's really bad against Team Rocket in the game, too. Team Rocket uses poison types, flying types, Radicates, which use Super Fang. I mean, it can heal itself, so like, it's not that bad for it, but yeah, it's just so bad in its original game. I just can't recommend it, like, to ever use it. Unless you want, like, unless you want an extremely difficult challenge, I guess go with Chikorita. So yeah, the only thing, like I said, the only good thing Chikorita really has is, a lot of support moves like Light Screen, Reflect, Leech Seed, some spore moves like Stun Spore and stuff like that. But other than that, I just can't recommend this. It's just not really that good at all. Its own game. Piplup is where's some Cynical? Cynical is A. Okay, the reason I'm putting Totodile in B is because you essentially have a choice of either Totodile or the shiny Gyarados. And, you know, shiny Gyarados is very alluring to use because it's shiny. And Gyarados is objectively extremely good. It's the worst startup all-star. It is objective. Yes, you're correct. I said this is an objective tier list of like how viable they are in their own games. Chikorita is just so bad. I just can't recommend it at all. So unless you really want a challenge, then I would recommend Chikorita, but otherwise just don't pick it. Yeah. The only reason I told about is B is because a lot of people like using the shiny Gyarados. So yeah, it's only I'm just putting it in B rank. Other than that, it's actually really good. It actually runs quite a bit of coverage moves, and it's also a physical water type, so it hits harder than some other water types might, just because it's that way. Cynical is A because there's not as much fire types in Heart Gold to Silver. So it does have more of a it has less of a competition. And also it's really good for a lot of the early game gyms as well. So I think almost every grass type Pokemon. Grass type is objectively not really an amazing typing. Actually, you are correct. Actually, none of Pokemon are actually pretty weak, or the typing itself is just not the best. It has a lot of weaknesses actually. So it's better if a grass type has a dual typing like Grass Poison or something like that. That's like Venusaur. So. I mean, it helps for Vulpix. It helps that it's actually good against a lot of the gyms, so because of its typing. Next up, I would say is. these three, so you can't really go wrong. Another thing about Gen 8 is it has an extremely high Pokedex count number, so it has a lot of variety of Pokemon, especially about Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. So you have a lot of other types to choose from just from these three typings. So if you don't really want to use like water type or for these two, you just make Scorbunny and not really have to worry because there's a plethora of these three types. You don't have to really worry about like not finding good Pokemon from these types. So what's another stream? Tomorrow! I forgot to put the schedule up. Anyway, I'll do it soon. I know the stream is over. I always forget. Snivy is C tier. Oshawott, I would say, is A tier, and Emboar is A tier. I think I'll be there. Thank you! Tomorrow's stream will be earlier than today, though. Schedule Doko, I forgot to upload it. Shh! It'll definitely be uploaded today. Okay, so Superior is C tier only because do you have Discord? No, I don't have a Discord yet. Maybe one day. Bum bum bum. Yeah, so Mike server? No. maybe soon. Maybe not soon. Who knows? Yeah, so Superior is C tier or Snivy because I can ghost streams have less risk of being cancelled. Yeah, basically. True, you're right. Let's see, so Snivy is C tier. Snivy is C tier because it's not like amazing in a lot of the gyms, and it's kind of weak towards a lot of Team Plasma stuff. But it has extremely unique moveset, and it has a really pretty good defensive typing, so it actually won't really typically die in one hit compared to most grass types, I would say. So also if you have Contrary, Snivy, it's extremely good. So that's also put in C tier. They're both A. They're both good for around an equal number of gyms. They're both pretty good for both Plasma and Getsis and stuff. So that's the reason why N is a boss fight. That's the reason I put them both in A. For Pokemon Black and White, it's also unique in that you can only use Pokemon Black and White Mons for the entire run. It's actually pretty good objectively if you compare them to only Gen 5 Pokemon. In terms of Pokemon Black 2, White 2, Snivy will still be in C. But I will put these in like A still. They're still really good. They're still really good Pokemon, even though there's like a lot of other Pokemon available. For Rowlet, I'll put Rowlet in B. I would put oh, there they are. I'll put this in A. Put this in A. I also put Decidueye in B because Decidueye is actually kind of slow for a grass type, so he gets hit more than you think he does. But in terms of his typing, it's extremely unique, and actually no, I put him in A. The reason I put him in A is because he's a grass ghost type, so you can switch him in with any normal or fighting type Pokemon, and he'll be immune to it. So that's the unique thing about him. So he's really good at switch in. Also he's really good in the Mimikyu fight, so well, he round, yeah. And then Primarina is extremely strong water fairy typing. Actually, they're all three ranges are A tier actually. Water fairy typing is extremely good in the game if you don't want to use Ozmeral, so yeah. Also, he has extremely really strong moves. He can run Moonblast and all that kind of stuff, so and he has Surfing Iron is a really strong move too. Listen is A typing because Dark Fire is super strong in the game as well. He does a lot of stuff. He has a lot of unique moves too, actually, as well. Though Incineroar is also slower than you think he is, so I guess be careful. Let's see, where's the Hoenn typings? Okay, there we go. Oh, here we go. Let's put here. Okay, so yeah. Eevee is like S tier, because Eevee is only available unless you get Pikachu Eevee, and Eevee is super strong. So yeah. But not much I could say there. Let's Go Pikachu Eevee are really, really easy games, to be honest, so yeah. And then Let's Go Tier, I know. Yeah, because the only time it's a starter is Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, and it's objectively like S tier, so Entei S tier. Entei? I like Suicune more, sorry. Okay, so Gen 3. my kind of definitely actually no, I might have in my first tier here. He's just so good. He's like just the best starter ever, so I have to be number 1 no matter what. My first ever only using my cast a level 1. Exactly, right? He literally stole the game with my kids, so you don't have to worry that much about weaknesses because he's only weak to grass type. And there's no grass type gym, so he just technically just defeats everything. Torchic is B actually, and Trico's B. The reason why he's B is because a lot of the gyms in the second half, he's weak to. He's weak to the last 3 gyms, which is flying, psychic, and water. So that's why he has to be here. It's not bad for Elite 4 though. And also, you fight a lot of swimming trainers in the second half because it's water. So much of the routes are water, so that's the reason why he has to be here. Yeah, I'll do a legendary tier list later. Not today though. And Chico's here too because he's weak for if you're playing Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, if you're playing Omega Ruby, he has to be like B tier or like even C tier because there's so much magma grunts. But if you're playing Omega Alpha Sapphire, he has to be S tier because there's so much water types. That's the reason why he has to be in B. So it's an average. It looks like it's just anything I want to talk. True. I think it's the angle. I keep on looking down too. Anyway. So yeah, Sprigatito, Craxley, and Pococo is like A tier actually. It's strong for a lot of gyms actually. It also defeats a lot of the Elite Four as well. So that's why it's A tier. Sprigatito I would say is like B tier along with Quaxley. They're not bad. It's just that for Quaxley there's so much water types in the game, like I said. He's unique because he's a fire. He's unique because he's a water fighting type though, so he has that for him. Also, his ability is pretty good too, or his special move increasing his speed. Sprigatito is really good, but he has kind of a common weakness, which is grass. You can fall asleep because of your tongue music. It's relaxing. Thank you, I guess. Yeah. Sprigatito is only because his grass typing is always just going to be objectively just not the best typing. His secondary type is not bad though, but he does have the crit moves. No, put him here. His crit move saves him so hard. His special move is that he crits every single time he uses it, so technically he can't be that bad. So yeah, and also he's extremely fast, so he almost always take advantage of this move actually, so yeah. Cypher's on C tier, Rude Safi. It's not my fault there's so much plasma grunts, and his stat line is a bit left to be desired, to be honest, unless you get some coils going, or leaf storms if he's contrary. So yeah, this is the objective tier list typing for if you're gonna choose a starter for the game. In recent gens, it doesn't matter who you pick, they all look pretty good. Yeah, I do a better job at balancing the Pokemon later in the gens. I think it's because ever since the Chikorita incident, they're like, oh shoot, we actually have to make everyone like more viable. So yeah. But yeah, honestly, that's what I told you. Toad's actually really good too. I'm only putting him in B because of the Shiny Gyarados. So much people like using the Shiny Gyarados. And I'll drink some water right now. INCST. I don't know what that means. But the Chikorita, they did do Chikorita dirty. Chikorita is actually not that bad of a Pokemon actually. If it was in any other game besides its own game. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for Chikorita. Can I Discord right now? No. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know anything about was it again? I'm not too sure exactly how to use Discord. I do have one. I don't really know how to actually use one. So yeah. Let's see. So yeah. And then I know, weirdo. Anyway. So yeah, let's just ignore that guy exists in an educational stream later. You're welcome. Rip Bozo, exactly. Anyway. Yeah, so if you guys actually want to start a Pokemon, I guess start any gen, I guess use this list as an objective. It's not needed for quite a while still. Yeah, I was gonna ask what this tier list was, but then such a has own tier. Yeah, this is the objective. This is the okay. This is my I have Hovercon. This is my actual biased tier list on how I think about all the starters, and this is the actual objective. If you're actually playing them during the actual mainline story up to Elite Four. This is not counting post game, so yeah. Bum bum bum. So yeah, and then Pocket Chikura, yeah, Chikura is just so not good. But I know, without busting, I hurt my foot. She's not ready for it. Ouch, 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 indeed, Nico. I guess you're not at that stage yet. Bum bum bum. Yeah, this is objective tier list. So they do try to make the starters at least as viable more later on, but in the beginning in Gen 5, Snivy is just not the best because of Team Plasma, plus it's just okay for a number of gyms, and then Chikorita. It's just so bad. I just feel so bad for it. Dude, it is cute, I'll admit. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, but they do a way better job balancing the Pokemon for later gens, though. They just had a couple oopsies along the way. So yeah, let's see. Now let's actually rank the games in terms of my preference. Let's see. Okay, this will be a bit objective as well, actually. This will be an objective, yet biased tier list, I guess, technically speaking. But I will rank. Okay, wait. Arceus. I've not played Arceus anyway, so anyway, I've got another tier list. Yep, this is the last one for today, guys. Yay! Okay, this is the one about all the games that I've played. Coliseum as well. I've not played Coliseum. Or any typos. Anyway, bias leader. Why? How could you? Hey, this one is not biased. This one is biased. This one is completely biased, though. Okay, so this one will be a mix of both objective and unbiased, I guess. Actually, I'll just duplicate the tab. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Okay, so I'll do a completely biased one and then an unbiased one. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. No one's just disrespecting you. They're calling a person I ban a weirdo. Anyway, so yeah, let's see. Bum bum bum. No one's talking smack. Bum bum. Everyone's calling someone else I ban a weirdo. Game list will be easy. Gen 3 tier list rest is met. Basically, okay, so let's see. Pokemon Yellow is C tier, as well as these two. They're just not as polished because Violet and Green is objectively better than them, so you know. And then let's see. Yeah, I had not played Coliseum RC, so I just had to put it here. Bum bum bum. Oh, Pokemon Stadium I have not played either, actually. Pokemon Stadium games here as well. So yeah. I would put it as A tier. I think this is objectively the best Kanto games you can play. The first ones are kind of unplayable right now, but apart from those, most games are good. Yeah, basically. These are kind of unplayable. They have a lot of glitches too. Pokemon Yellow and Red and Blue. They're not bad if you want to experience them, but objectively these are just way better. So I just put this A tier. I think this is a definitive experience to play a Pokemon game in terms of the Kanto region. On that note, I put this on B tier. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu are extremely easy games, so they're really easy to get into. The Eevee and the Pikachu starters that you have are extremely strong, so you don't have to really worry about dying. So yeah, they're not that bad to play either, but yeah, the only reason playing B is because they were just way better QL than changes than the originals, obviously. Let's see. Pokemon and Crystal also put in and Silver I'll just also put here just because Crystal's honestly better than the two of them. And then on that note, Pokemon Heart Gold Silver are just the best way to play these games. Which was a fan-made one. I see Crystal has her own tier. Yep, Crystal has her own tier. I just think Poké also serve the best. Crystal is honestly just way above Golden Crystal. It just has better Pokemon selection. It's in the coloring, the sprites and stuff are better, so that's why I put Crystal here. Gale Darkness should also be here as well. Pokemon, let's see, let's go Pokemon Gen 3 now. Pokemon Gen 3, Emerald is honestly like A tier, Norras is A tier, and then I would say Pokemon Ruby and Virgin are actually B tier. Actually no, Pokemon Norras is A tier, yes. And this is A tier. The reason why I put Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire B tiers because Emerald and Oras I just think are better than them. Because Emerald has a lot of quality of life changes than even Ruby and Sapphire have. Like for example, the sprites move in Emerald. They have more Pokemon variety selection, stuff like that. So as much as I love these two, I have to objectively put them in B tier. These two are just way better to play in terms of like if you want to definitive edition. So you know. And then also because you have this physical special split in Pokemon Oras, so I'm just gonna put him here. Okay, Diamond and Pearl are C tier, as Pokemon Platinum is S tier. You can also put these in C tiers because in terms of how the game actually runs, the Pokemon game speed is extremely slow. Oh, I'm mistake. I shouldn't discard another person. Oh, I wasn't referring to you. I was referring to that one person I banned. No, yeah, no worries. No problem. Bum 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 bum. It happens. So yeah, Pokemon Platinum is objectively, I think, the best way to play Gen 4. This is honestly just B tier. The reason why I say put this in B tier over these two is because Platinum is the best experience. This is honestly not the best experience if I have to be honest. Like I said, the games run super slow. The Pokemon variety is really bad, especially for fire types. The balancing is not the best either as well for the original Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Additionally, even though these games don't look the best, they're honestly better to play. The game's actually more difficult too. They've proven more of a challenge as well. It's way better balanced too because of all the cute qualities they added. Pokemon Platinum is still my favorite though. I just like the storyline better. Giratina is way cooler of an endgame boss in terms of the legendaries. Pokemon Selection is actually pretty good, way better than Pokemon Diamond and Sapphire. Also, the game runs faster too. Most games alone are worth playing for mini-games alone. I've actually seen a couple of the mini-games being played when I was really young, but I didn't play it myself because I was too shy to ask anyway. Pokemon Black and White, I actually put A tier and I put this S tier. Pokemon Black and White is actually really fun to play. It's a really incredibly unique experience, I would say, because you can only use Gen 5 Pokemon during your mainline game run. So it's actually unique in that regard, in that you can't use any other Pokemon during your actual run. So it's not so much a Kanto where it has its own very unique Pokemon games that you can do. So yeah, the only reason why I put it in A tier is because honestly the endgame balancing is not the best. What I mean by that is that a lot of the Gen 5 Pokemon don't evolve until level 50 or later, or extremely late 40s. So you have to, and because of how the EXP penalty works for Pokemon Black and White, it's really hard to level up your Pokemon to get to that evolution stage. So that's the reason why I had to put it in A tier. I can compromise and put it in S tier. For example, Hydreigon evolves until level 64. So if you want to use a Hydreigon for the Elite Four, which caps at like 50 like 5, you have to level up your Hydreigon so much and for so long just to get it to evolve. So that's the reason why I put A. To go Black and White too, it's just objectively better than in all fronts. You can use both Pokemon Gen 5 and Pokemon from Gens 1 to 4 in it. The Pokemon Pokédex is honestly one of the best Pokédexes, I would say. It has extremely varied Pokemon, and a lot of Pokemon are actually viable in this generation too. The storyline is actually really good as well. God, I'm being you have those moments. So yeah, and then Pokédex is extremely good. There's a lot of stuff to do. The Pokemon World Tournament is really fun to play, especially for like a post-game thing. Let's see, what else do they have? Let's see. The storyline's actually pretty good too. I actually like the storyline a lot in this game, surprisingly. Both Pokemon Black and White Pokemon actually have pretty good storylines. I don't usually play Pokemon for storyline, I'm not gonna lie, because they're a mixed bag anyway, so Yeah. Let's see. They're a pretty difficult game. Pokemon Pocket 2 is pretty difficult though, but I don't know, I like it a lot. You get a plethora of Pokemon, so yeah, I like this one a lot. It's definitely one of my favorite Pokemon games. Surprisingly, I did not expect much when I first bought the sequel, but I grew to end up liking a lot over the years. So yeah. Let's see. Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's kind of hard to think about what I think about these games. Ultra Sun and Moon is objectively better than every single way, so I had to put it in C tier to be honest, because I think Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon are just a complete step up and are extremely superior to the original Sun and Moon, so I'm gonna put other Pokemon Sun and Moon pretty low actually. So yeah. And then Pokemon's Ultra Sun and Moon are A tier. They're just objectively better. They provide more of a challenge. They also have a better Pokédex too than the original Sun and Moon as well. They actually added more Pokemon here as well, like Tyranitar and Larvitar and stuff like that. One of my favorite characters at this part of the series of Arvin and Lair, but what's let it down was a buggy launch. I know. I do want to put it really high, but I can't put it up high. I do know what you mean by that. Objectively, I just can't. So yeah. Pokemon Sun is actually really fun. I actually recommend this game. The only thing I'll say about Pokemon Sun and Ultra Sun and Moon is that there's a lot of cutscenes though. So yeah. Oh no. Is my stream weird? Okay, no. Agreed. I was like, wait a minute, why is it doing that? Okay, so yeah. Pokemon Fire Red for the win. Yeah, it's A tier. Nice. So yeah, but for Pokemon X, I'll put it... I think my switching team died. I know, it did die for a second. I was like, oh no. Okay, so Pokemon X, I put it in B tier. Okay, hear me out, guys. Yes, honestly, the game is really easy. Storyline is actually pretty bad. But in terms of the actual gameplay, especially for what it did for competitive, it's actually really good. It is back. Yay! Okay, for example, it actually has two pretty good starters in Greninja and Fennekin. It actually has an extremely good Pokédex. It's an extremely diverse Pokédex actually for Pokemon X and Y. You can use a lot of different types of Pokemon here. You can have entire types of Pokemon. Come on, guys. I know! This is working so well. I started everything, but yeah. Pokemon X and Y introduced huge changes into competitive. So it changed the competitive scene a lot, so I had to thank it for it, to be honest. Mega Evolutions especially. So I can't put it in C tier, man. Even like you kind of want to put it in C tier, I'm not gonna lie. So just are actually pretty cool legendaries in my opinion. Really was a pretty beloved Will and B. I know, it's just that Emerald and Aura are objectively better games than it, so I have to put it down lower. Yes, now thanks for the stream in advance. Oh, thank you for coming to the stream. Thank you for being here. Bye. Have a nice rest of your day and good night. Sleep well. Lol. I know. I'm so sad it's in B. Yeah. Pokemon X actually did a lot for Pokemon in general. It's just that in terms of an actual game by itself, it's not really the best, I would say. But yeah, for now, competitive actually helped a lot when it became 3D. Like I said, its Pokédex is actually really good. tier. So anyway, so yeah, it's actually really fun to play. The characters in the store are actually really great, but it actually has way worse problems in terms of actually running. And then yeah, that's one of my favorite Pokemon games, but the bugs let it down. I know, it's just, I wish I could put it in A tier, but I can't because objectively it has to be in B tier. It can't be C tier because these games are just, all these games are just so outdated, or okay, I guess the tier is the outdated, or it's just surpassed by a superior version. Yeah, Skyward Valley is just B because it just has so much bugs at launch. They have fixed a number of them now, but they're so buggy because it's internal. Exactly. They did fix a number of the bugs now, so it breaks less, but like for example, they do have a really, also like Gen 9 has a really good new Pokemon selection pool. I actually got a lot of new Pokemon in that game, like Mouthhold. All the 3 stars are nice, even though I don't like Quaxley as much. I think gameplay wise he's nice though. They have like a lot of good Pokemon. The Paradox Pokemon and the Paradox Pokemon are really cool. I actually do like the 2 legendaries a lot actually as well. But in the gameplay, the character's actually really nice. But I said, in terms of how it actually runs, I just can't put it up higher. I'm sorry. I wish I could put it at S or A, but I can't. So yeah, this is my objective tier list plus how much I enjoy the games too. Lechonka's pink Pokemon design. Exactly, he's so cute. He is round and chunky. That's like the perfect design. Oh, but I don't like the spider Pokemon though. Tarantula, it's ugly. It's round, but it's not cute. I'm sorry. Shiny is nice though. I do like the shiny bug Pokemon for Tarantula. I just don't like its I just don't like it in general though, because it's a spider. So yeah, so my objective designs. I know some people might disagree and be like, oh, they might put platinum a bit lower. Or they might put black and white a bit lower because of the EXP penalty, so it's a bit annoying to grind in those games out. I won't lie. I just think this is what I think is objectively the correct tier list. Especially when I get into these games in terms of like the ease of the games and stuff, and or like how they run and stuff, you know? And Pachapé would provide. I mean, they do eat Pokemon in Pokemon Gen 9. Some of the dishes you can buy or make, and not buy. Some of the dishes you can buy in like restaurants are actually like actual Pokemon. Like there's like a Cloffish is a crab Pokemon. They have claw Pokemon. I always expect people's different tier lists, yeah. Okay, so this reminds me because like when I play a Pokemon game, I value the mainline, like my mainline experience, plus the post game / competitive as well, which is the reason why the rankings are the way they are. Like, for example, someone might put this really low because they don't like because Pokemon Soul Silver and Heart Gold actually a bit of a slower experience, but I don't know, I like it. I like taking my time with mainline games, so yeah. So much games would you like to see real master, not like what they did with Primal. I would want. Actually, no. I'll put this here. It's like on the cusp of being bad. So, I would definitely not. I definitely want a Platinum Remaster, not a Diamond and Pearl Remaster. I want a Platinum Remaster. I think Auras are fine as a mix of Ruby and Sapphire. They're objectively better than the original Ruby and Sapphire, so I can't really fault for that. I think Heart Gold and Soul Silver are actually really good remasters. Let's see. Like I got the Lure Island, I got my sister into Pokemon, so I'm glad I came. Yeah, I think Pokemon really done right good for like getting people into Pokemon. But I wouldn't basically wait to play Platinum afterwards. Let's see. I love the Emerald Remaster and not a Auras one, but I don't know when they'll make one though, since Auras are actually not bad games. I actually like them quite a bit. They're actually really good games in my opinion. Let's see. I'm thinking between either technically a remaster, but Pokemon Fire and Leaf Green, but / Yellow, but I don't know, I feel like this game's a bit too easy. And I don't know. If I ever cat remake, I guess that'd be nice. Or it's just she's like a Violet and Leaf Green. Let's see. I don't know. Okay, so the thing is, the next three masters are technically Gen 5. I don't really know how they're gonna do it though, because it actually is a base game and a sequel game. So the rest is fun. I'm just gonna load it at the end. Okay, have fun. I'm gonna play Pokemon game in my life. A little extra anime and random way for me to play through. I see. I wonder if it'll be live, as you for sure will. Who knows? Who knows? And then, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'll Master Platinum though, because they're only been doing one game per gen for remasters. So yeah, the things I don't really get how they're gonna do Gen 5 though, because Gen 5 actually is pretty distinct games technically within the same region. If I had to be honest, I'm not too sure how they'll do the remasters. They'll definitely have to do Pokemon Black and White first though. Probably remove the AXP penalty from these games, well because so much of Pokemon Evolve level like 45 plus to be honest. Like 50 is I think the average I think that they evolve at, or late 40s. So I hope that they change the EXP penalty if they do remaster the games. To be honest, I wouldn't really want it another Shining Diamond, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl remaster though. And I wish it was like, Oras or Heart Gold where they just kind of like remade it from the ground up to be honest. Yeah, I don't know how they'll do their masters though, but I do like Black 2 and White 2 more, so I think I prefer master of that more, but I do know they had to do Black and White first, objectively speaking. Yeah, Pokemon X and Y, I don't know how they would remaster it because it's the first of the 3D games. Maybe if they do the final, maybe if they'll actually do Pokemon Z, I don't know, and add an Zygarde, but which never did. They had to add him in Pokemon Sun and Moon because, yeah, the expedition affection option for games. Yeah, that's true. I agree actually. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, they're both mandatory, as well as Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Because I did try to Nuzlocke the games, but they're really difficult to Nuzlocke because of the XP sharing experience. I had to like constantly box Pokemon because of it, which annoys me. The Zygarde cells were painful. It was painful. You are right. But it was so painful. I did eventually get all of them. I was like, man. Yeah. We'll see. It'll be probably about 20 years in the future. I'll be trying to be around. I don't know if I'll be sure in 20 years in the future. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds. Let's see. Yeah. Sneakily approaches cheeks. Hey. So yeah. I think they're pretty good tier lists. Oh, whoops. Let's see. Yeah, this is an objective starter list for if you're gonna start with a starter. I'm trying to know what RCS. I don't know. But don't you have to catch a bunch of Pokemon though for RCS? I don't really know how that works though. And this is my biased starter list, and this is my. At the same time, it is objective and it is biased at the same time. Like I said, some people could put like this S rank or put this like A rank or something, and then I prefer Black and White more, something like that. Who knows? Yeah. No tier list stream. I have a good idea for you. I do plan on doing more actually, especially for days where like I do a night shift, and then I don't want to actually game because I'll probably fall asleep. Yeah. If you have any ideas, you can tell me now or leave a suggestion. For example, I'll definitely tier list the legendary Pokemon / mythical Pokemon one day. I think I'll probably tier list the Mystery Dungeon starters as well. Maybe. So yeah. Might also tier list like gacha games, maybe. I'm not too sure though. Geo, maybe one of them. I don't know if I'll do a gameplay of Geo list or if I'll do or if I just do a waifu or husband tier list. Long and Sinnosley. Hey! How about gym leaders, elite farm members? Ooh, that is a good idea, yeah. I need to write this down. Write this down. Where did I put my stuff? So one streams of one gen each day until I finish all. Maybe. I also do plan to rank every single Pokemon for every single gen as well. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Legendary. Cool. Maybe rank each route. Ranking each route, maybe. That's a funny idea. Rival companion. Oh, yeah, true. That's a good one too. Yeah. Spin-off games. Yeah, I've played some spin-off games. I haven't played all of them though. There's a lot of them. I played every single. The only games I played every single one is the Mystery Dungeon games and Ranger games. I don't know. I also played pinball as well. I need to look up. I didn't look up the other games though. And then we also rank each AHM TM. We can do that too. And all items. True. I can talk about competitive through items. Yeah. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. With Ruby. Yes. Anyway. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know a lot of the Gen 9 items because I haven't done. Even though I've prepped up some teams and I've played a little bit of competitive for Gen 9, I haven't gotten complete into Gen 9 competitive yet though. I'll add it to all regional releases. Oh, true, true. Where is that as well? Bum bum bum. Maybe. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I can look up the tier list for that too. Yeah, so I'm also going to do an FGO tier list. I should tell us how to do gameplay first though, I think. Because if I did a waifu tier list / husband tier list, it'll be it's very obvious how it would work. So S rank, you would already guys know what all the S rank characters are. Anyway, might be a couple surprises, but you know. Anyway, let's see. Fun and multiple killing at the same time. Right? Bum bum. Bum bum. I'll go back to the chatting screen now since we're done. Bum bum with the tier list for today. Yeah, I guess I only do a tier list for today. Well, because yeah, I had night shift anyway. Yeah. Waifu tier list, Sappy first, nothing else about it. Hey! I'm not your waifu. Bum bum bum. I'm your otaku friend. When they say choose Pokemon and strength your Pokemon Showdown. I've actually never played Pokemon Showdown before. I haven't played any like of the 3D Pokemon games like Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon Stadium, that kind of stuff, or Pokemon Showdown actually. I don't know. Never bought those games. I think those are the only games I haven't really played in terms of Pokemon spin-offs. I played Pokemon Snap and stuff, so I haven't played the original Pokemon Snap. I played the new one though. White hair is not Ruby equal SS tier. Exactly. Yeah, if I did a waifu husband tier list, it's like very obvious. What my rankings are, so I don't know if I'll ever do a waifu husband tier list. I might just do a gameplay instead of FGO or gameplay of other gacha games I've played, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm wearing glasses today for my model because today was a tier list. Ooh, Pokemon knowledge. I mean, I did show some of my Pokemon knowledge today by talking about starter viability. So I played each game like at least like 5 times, so anyway. Yeah. See. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be playing. I think RBF Feinsteins, maybe. You don't know. That's really versatile. I know they are versatile, aren't they? They're nice. I played the copy pasta. I used to know it, but anyway. Let's see. If I look at my schedule. Bum bum bum. If I started going over different waifu and making tier lists, I could. It'll be extremely biased. Extremely biased. Let's see. I do have my schedule here. I think the only thing I forgot to include is a picture. Bum bum bum. Okay. I guess I'll just say what my schedule is right now. I do have it right. I just forgot to upload it. Hyper biased. It'll be super hyper biased, super uber biased. as I'm quite sure, I think waifu's more a male thing. Hey! As an otaku, I can have waifus too. Waifus and husbandos are equal under my eyes. All 2D is equal under my eyes, anyway. I can't help it, they're so cute. Anyway, let's see. So tomorrow, tomorrow I'm planning to finish a Pocket Mirror, actually. Yeah. We can actually finish it in one stream tomorrow. So yeah, as long as I wake up early, we can finish it in one stream. No, we'll just finish it in 2 streams. Yep. Super duper uber biased, I know. Like some waifus I'll rank low and be like, and I'd be like, yeah, what about it? Anyway, so yeah. Let's see. If I do a waifu tier list, I'll probably after Camelot, the entirety of the current Lost Book gets released though. That's more sappy. I know! I think schedule is weird, so like, yeah. For example, I'm awake right now because I'm high on caffeine. You'll always be first. Thank you, I guess, but I'm a otaku. But I'm a otaku friend, not waifu. We can admire 2D together. And then, yeah, tomorrow will be Pocket Mirror. Planning to finish it tomorrow. Because if not, we'll finish it, next week. Oh, yeah. Something they announced that got me excited was, I've actually already played these games, but, they're releasing the Ace Attorney, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, 4, 5, and 6, on PC, and I'm hopefully physical, in 2024. So yeah, rank off Fubuki. Yeah, no waifu, only friend. Having a cheek switch. Hey! We're pushing to finish this waifu with power. Hello. Hello, thank you! Yes. Yeah. I'll buy physical. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I do like the Ace Attorney games a lot. Oh, I haven't, the only Ace Attorney games I haven't played is Great Ace Attorney. I did buy I did buy it, but a while back when it first came out, but I haven't played it yet actually, so yeah, I'll probably play the stream at some point too. Yay! Thankfully you don't need to know the main series games to play it, because it's own continuity. There's a lot of Easter eggs, but yeah, in terms of actually the main plot, you don't really need to know. No, you should yeah, I don't know if she met though. I've actually met, yeah, maybe I have a Pocket Mirror, I'm not too sure. Pocket Mirror, I'm not, oh, the Nuzlocke, I forgot. I need to upload one more, question for it, and then I think we can get started with it once I plan a date for it. Wife requires professional effort. Hey, friend. No wife, only friend. Just in your honor, that's correct. Hey! Anyway, so yeah, I do plan to shoot Great Ace Attorney. Great Ace Attorney, the pack is Great Ace Attorney 1 and 2, so yeah. It's been a long time since I played an Ace Attorney game. So I used to play it when they got released, so because my siblings bought the first 3, so I played them all. I got really obsessed, and then I played 4, 5, 6. I bought those actually, so with my own money. Anyway, yeah. But I don't know, I think I'll buy the Steam version just to support it. Oh, and Ghost Trick is coming out too soon as well. Ugh, there's so much good games coming out. I also played Ghost Trick before as well. Still waiting on 8. I know! It's been like so many years since 7. Yeah, sorry. I mean, it's technically, I guess if you include Great Ace Attorney, I guess, but yeah. 7 of the present timeline games, yeah. Yeah, Ghost Trick is also coming out soon. I've also played Ghost Trick as well when it first came out, when my siblings bought it. They heard it was a good game. Yeah, I like that game a lot too. Oh, other games I do want to play on stream one day is Trace Memory and Hotel Desk 215. Trace Memory is a game I played when I was younger because one of my siblings owned it. I like that game a lot. I can pass the game one stream. I know how to pass it in one try. Yeah, I bought that too. Yeah. Ghost Trick is so good. And then yeah, I also love Trace Memory as well. The company that used to make Trace Memory and Hotel Dusk closed down though. They're called Niantic. I like their games a lot, but oh well. So yeah, it's kind of impossible to buy copies now, so I do have a copy of both Trace Memory and Hotel Dusk 215. Hotel Dusk 2... Okay, Trace Memory is a mystery game where Most all games you played are I played it because my sibling opened it. Yeah, basically. I told you back then, I didn't buy my own games. I actually didn't really even play my own games. Because I didn't really play games. I just watched them play games when I was younger. I didn't really get into gaming until I was like 8 or like 9, with Pokemon Sapphire being my first game. So before that, they're the ones who just bought everything and played it. Yeah, I wasn't into like just collecting plushies and cards and stuff until I was like 9 or 10, if I remember correctly. Somewhere between 8 to 10 is when I first started playing games. I forgot, but yeah. Bum bum bum. And then I got to the Pokemon. You're a gamer girl, yeah. Or for example, when my sibling owns OBS, man. Come on, OBS, yeah. For example, one of my siblings owns Kingdom Hearts 2. I've never played Kingdom Hearts 2 until I was like 17 or 16. Because I wasn't interested in playing Kingdom Hearts. So yeah. I just yeah, because like I don't know why I didn't want to play Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts has like, you know, it's an RPG technically, which I like playing RPGs. I just don't want to play Kingdom Hearts until then. But to be honest, I haven't played Kingdom Hearts past Kingdom Hearts 2. Honestly, I do know the plot is extremely confusing, so don't try to explain it to me. It's has to kick on to and be like, eyes met now, he fight. You, me, fight. That's Pokeball. Anyway. Yeah, let's see. What other games are coming out? Oh, I don't actually Odyssey came out recently. I don't know if I would play Etrian Odyssey on stream though. Etrian Odyssey is more of like a, I don't know. It's like a dungeon crawler, but it's like a the ones that they released on Steam, they're not the story ones. So I don't really know how I would make a stream of that. Because like this game is pretty long, but you may just dungeon diving. So they're fun to play though. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever play Etrian Odyssey on stream though. To be honest. It's not about me. Ever since I was 4, I kept something more about having a sister. I see. Bum bum bum. There are those kids who want a sibling, no matter if they're a sister or brother, or both. Anyway, yeah. Oh yeah. The rest of my schedule. Talk at me. I'm planning to play tomorrow, and just stream main dungeons like in Zelda. No, how Etrian Odyssey works is that it's a 4-tower dungeon, so it's randomly generated floor dungeon towers, I believe, if I remember correctly. So I don't know, it's not randomly generated. You map out this huge tower dungeon, and you basically return and you constantly go back and forth, and you will die a lot in the beginning. So that's how it works. So it's not really a stream friendly game, to be honest. If I do get a PS4, if I do get one, there's so much games I want to play. I don't know if I'll ever get to Elden Ring. Maybe one day. Oh, and then Friday is no stream on Thursday because I actually at school all day for some godforsaken reason. Anyway, Limba's Company will be on Friday actually. Yeah, I pushed it to next Friday, or not next Friday, this Friday. Yeah, we will continue with chapter 4, part 2. Yay! Oh, that reminds me, the new the new banner looks so cool. I want it so bad. I don't know the context of the Isong card though. I think it's a part 2 boss, I guess, or something. I don't know. Yeah. Sad. Yeah. Monday when I get PS4. I don't know when though, because I do want to get to my other backlog first. So, buying a new console just to play games is not much of a priority to be not gonna lie. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, Limba's coming is on Friday, and then Saturday will be the next drawing stream. Yeah, 1 to 2 drawings. Yes, I know I can pronounce that. Yes, Sadie. Sadie. That's supposed to be that's supposed to play on my name. Sad. That's funny. Bum bum bum. 1 to 5, 1 to 6. Yeah, I remember that girl clip, that girl QR clip. Oh, so cute and funny. 1 to 6, where's the rest of it? Yeah. Yeah, 1 to 2 drawings this Saturday. I'm not too sure. I need to see the time though, that's the thing. That I have to draw that, I mean. So yeah. Yeah, so the rest of the week is more Pokémon tomorrow, and so hopefully we finish the game. Then Limba's coming on Friday. I will attempt to finish all of part 2. If we get stuck, we get stuck. 1 or 2. 1, 2, 2. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. I only get a PS4, and the second one of having an account, I'm going to talk to the team to say. You can send messages on the PS4. See, I don't know. I don't have a PS4. Or is it this one? No. Anyway. So let's see. Yeah, so that's the schedule for the rest of the week. For next week, let's see. I haven't decided what to do for next week yet. It's definitely Pocket Mirror if we don't finish it. Breath of the Wild, probably. Maybe Hellcraft Starlo next week. Maybe we'll continue more with the story. I don't know. 1, 2, 2. You can if I get 2, I'll pester you with it. I see. Because I want to have a Switch, that's why. Ooh, we can play Mario Kart one day. I don't know when I'll set a schedule for that though. I think I'll try to pick a day when most of you guys are available, so... If you guys have Mario Kart, that is. I don't know. See. I do want to start a game with the Ace Attorney one day too. I don't know if I'll stream Restrict right away if once it gets released. I might just wait till later. I also do want to start Pokemon Nuzlocke as well for Generation Emerald, but I did ask some more questions to you guys. I keep forgetting to post it. So far, the consensus for the Nuzlocke is that it's going to be Generation 3, Pokemon Emerald, randomized Pokemon, aka starters Pokemon randomized. I asked, Breath of the Wild will take ages to finish. It will take ages to finish, you are right. I just play it whenever I feel like it. So yeah, I do want to mention the Turtle King one day. I don't know when that'll be though. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'll put on pause one day, who knows. Let's compare other games. Let's see. Like, Fire Emblem. It'll be finished one day, I promise. I don't know when. Anyway. Let's see. I mentioned, Case Memory. It's just a mystery game where, it's a mystery puzzle solving visual novel game where it's filming Ashley goes on an island called Blood Edgar Island, and basically she finds out there's a dark history behind the island, and at the same time she has to find her dad, who's on the island but she does not know. Yes. And that's the after that game. I do plan on streaming that game entirely in one stream if we ever do play that one. I don't think I'll play the sequel though. What about Pokemon names? Pokemon names? Can anyone after me? I do try to name it after chat, but as long as you guys aren't weird about it, I'll do it. So yeah. And it's gonna be randomized, so I think it's fine, but yeah. Don't be sad when you guys die though. If one of you guys do die, just make it so that it'll be like Pokémon Midges Junior. If someone does, try to make it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make everyone survive in a Nuzlocke. The only thing that I'm back in person, I was joking. I'll let you play. I'm gonna get back to me a little bit. I don't mind that much. No, I don't really mind the back to me that much in Breath of the Wild. Because yeah, I don't mind it as much. If you guys want me to like see something or whatever, but yeah, there's a backstory for every single little thing, I guess. I don't really mind it that much, but yeah. Elden Ring is easy. No, it'll be fine. Hey, maybe I will show I'm a gamer and yeah. I mean, is Elden Ring easier than some of the other Dark Souls games? Slash those Rage games? Like Sekiro and stuff. I know Sekiro is another game that's super difficult. I mean, is Elden Ring easier than them, or is it actually more difficult? I don't think I'll plan on stream is Hotel Dusk. Hotel Dusk will take multiple streams. Hotel Dusk is like a noir visual novel, a mystery game where you play as a guy named Kyle, who is an ex-cop, now a salesman, where he enters a story called he enters a hotel called Hotel Dusk, and room 15 is a room that meant to grant wishes, and somehow he finds out that everyone in the hotel is connected in some type of way, whether they're aware of it or not. Yep. And that everyone might be connected to mystery, which is one of the cases where he might have turned his badge in. Yeah, I like that game a lot. Room 215 is really good. I have seen super reviews of the game. Compared to other Souls, it's easy. Oh, okay. So it's not as difficult as other Souls games. That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Yes, I do want to get into like the Dark Souls type of games, but I don't really have a console for them and stuff. So I don't think my computer can run them. I will test it out. I might just ask for a friend's copy, a PC copy of Elden Ring, and see it and test it and see if it actually works. If not, then I don't know. It isn't like 15 minutes, 19 minutes, 4 seconds. Only Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild also speedrun is also like 20-something minutes. I don't like the backseat. I usually just backseat when a person's going towards a path they don't want to, which is why I always ask, what ending do you want when my friend plays a Souls game? Oh, there's 10 endings in a Souls game? Because I just played DS and Elden Ring, it is harder than... Oh, I see. It's somewhat difficult than Dark Souls 3, I see. I think for sure the best will be the most hard ending. There's different endings for the Dark Souls and the Elden Ring game. I didn't even know that. See, I don't know anything about these games. I tried not to look up spoilers or anything about the games, so I know like the least going in. So yeah, I don't even know anything about Elden Ring. I don't know the story or anything. I haven't seen people play. I have seen people play up to the beginning area, but I've never actually played. I've never watched anything beyond that, just so I don't spoil myself. Yes, I didn't know I had multiple endings. That's interesting. Huh. I guess it makes sense though. That's interesting to know. Well, I learned something new today. Bum bum bum. Let's see. Bum bum bum. All endings in DS3. I killed the tour boss with only a welcome and my fist. Oh, that's cool. What did they take forever? My friend has multiple platinums in DS3. He says those games are easy with armor. What? I see. Wouldn't that take a while? Don't they have a lot of HP though? I don't know. Did the store bot have a lot of HP? I don't know. Multiple platinum. No, that's cool. The only time 100% of the game was Pokemon. Yeah, 100% of the game, let me think. I'm not getting earnings in RPG Maker games, I guess, but yeah. New game +6, not that much. Oh, I see. Asylum was the name of that boss. Asylum. That's a cool name. Sounds evil. Anyway, yeah, I'll be on the schedule soon. Probably like after the stream is over, like in 30 minutes. Anyway, that's DS1 Dark Souls 1. I see. Yeah. Bum 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 ba bum ba dum. See. Oh yeah, and Hokasur, I'm like 10 away from Pity, by the way. So hopefully I get a Silver Wolf. We'll see. I won the first 50-50, I can win it again. No, I'm kidding. I don't usually win 50-50s actually, so we'll see. I do get pretty broken. Hope I get Clara, I guess. Because Clara has white hair, and she's cute. I thought she's pretty strong, so. It does go the, but hopefully I didn't butcher the name. Good. Only thing I can read. It's never late the game, but I like to see speedruns with us. We should look at magic. True, speedruns are fun to watch. I watch speedruns of Pokemon, speedrun of Hamtaro, anyway, and I watched speedruns of also Pokemon Shidachiro. That's interesting too. I also watched Kingdom Hearts speedrun as well, and I think it's cool. Critical mode, yeah. Let's see. Also, have you heard the word of the best covenant in PS3, the spirit of the church? You get called in to be the boss right before the final boss they see. Oh, that's cool. Especially old stuff are so funny. So many skips and stuff. Yeah, because there's so much glitches in the older games, so you can like you really pass the game in like 20 minutes. Like for Gen 1, you can pass in like 20 minutes. I think it's 20 minutes is the speed record if I remember correctly. Unless it was beaten recently. I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. Yeah, because it's super glitchy. You can pass the game in like 10 to 20 minutes, basically. Remember correctly. There's so much stuff you can bypass. That's why it's funny. Glitch and Glitch Plus are funny for Gen 1. Dun 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 dun. I also need to play Library Arena on stream too. I don't want to play Library Arena. Maybe when Lim's Company has a bit of a lull. Right now it's like we're pretty busy with the Chapter 4 stuff, so yeah. Well, especially old ones are also funny. Yeah. See. I also want to play more RPG Maker games as well on stream. I'll play them over this. I'll play them slow over the course of the series. The Witch's House. I haven't played the remake version yet. Actually, Witch's House. I need to play that actually. And Witch's House MV. I haven't played it yet. I played the original though. BDSP also have a lot of glitches under 20 minutes if possible. Yeah, it is. It probably is possible because they didn't remove a lot of the glitches from the original for Shining Pearl, Brilliant Diamond actually. So yeah, you can recently actually just glitch in and clear it actually still. I'm going to say let her book her put on your shoot. Yeah. And I didn't play the prologue, but I'll replay it again though. But it was essentially the prologue. Any percent with glitches for 2 minutes 30 seconds. Oh, I see. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes complete sense. I'll be a minute since I was asking that. You can PvP. Because this code ended up being an annoying build for PvP. I didn't know you could PvP. I'm learning so much about these games. Oh yeah, something else I wanted to do was for Pokemon as well. Small Ant? Yeah. Those videos he did where it was like Pokemon, but they're like random every single battle. That looks like a cool mod. I don't know if I'll download the mod and play it though. Maybe you can stop me for trouble. Yeah, I was a troll in competitive Pokemon, so I don't know. Small Ant? Yeah, he's a YouTuber. He had this real popular video where he did this Pokemon mod where it was like Hashira. Yeah, I only watch his YouTube videos. I don't really watch his Pokemon streams. Yeah, he did a Pokemon mod where it was like every Pokemon battle, your team is randomized. Maybe I'll do that one day. I don't know. I want to focus on. I do want to focus on Nuzlocke first though, before I do any of that kind of stuff. Yeah. Dum 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 dum. I think that's the only really mod I want to play for him though. Oh, he also did a shiny only run, but I don't know if I'll Not if I ever do a Pokemon Shiny run. It'll just be a bunch of resets and then everyone just feeling like, oh, when will we actually start the adventure? I don't know. I mean, it's cool to see all the shiny Pokemon, but you know. Yeah. Bum. Yes, I also want to see like just me resetting over and over again. Yeah. Let's see. Shiny would be interesting though. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. A lot of modded stuff. I'm just making an Odyssey thing. Oh, true. I actually never played Mario Odyssey. I don't own it either. Bum. And such, I don't really play that much Mario games. I only have a lot of spin-off games like Mario Power Tennis for the GBA, Mario Kart. I think that's it. Pokemon Mario games. Oh, I also have Mario Advanced for Super Mario 3 Advanced Bros 4, whatever it's called, the one on the GBA. It's a remake of Super Mario Bros 3. I did play a little bit on my channel, but I haven't played that much since then though. Maybe I'll replay it again at some point. Who knows? Yeah. I never played Odyssey. I don't own it either. I don't know. Maybe I'll play it one day. Maybe I'll buy and play it one day. Who knows? There's also Super Mario 3D World as well. That's also on Switch. I have not played it yet either. Nor do I own it. I also only play Super Mario's on Switch. The Switch Online to be able to say I at least played the original game. Yeah, it's on Switch Online now, but but yeah. Alright, so I do have Switch Online. We can play Tetris 99 one day as well. But for Tetris 99, I'm not the best at Tetris, so I didn't know how it works. I did play it when I was younger. I found about DS2. I really love that game. It's the spirit of the Church Covenant. The Switch to get my main once the other player and have like going phase 2. I see. Is DS3 the most popular Dark Souls game? That's the one I hear the most about when people talk about Dark Souls 3. The Dark Souls in general. It's the most popular game, right? I think so. Are the Dark Souls 3 games connected, or can you just play any one you want? It's more like they just take the same universe? I don't know. I don't want to spoil myself, so if I accidentally play these games. Let's see. One day I will play them. I don't know when though, because I don't know if I have the consoles to run it. We'll see. Let me do my stars though for that. Yes, DS3. Ah, I see, yeah. I think a couple monster designs from Elden Ring though. That looks really cool. I don't know what their names are. DS3 is a good game, really polished. I heard Demon's Souls was really hard due to being kind of impossible to cheat. Ah, I see. That makes sense, I guess. It was the first time making the game, though. Doesn't matter. I see. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Thank you for telling me these games, not spoiling them. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I know I kind of want to get more to Mario as well, but I haven't really went out to buy the games yet. It's the same universe, but you won't notice connections without extensive research, so it doesn't matter. Okay, that's good. Not like clear getting over and jumping one day. Who knows when that'll be. I want to see Safi play such game. She's not at that level yet. Maybe not. Well, the first one was actually owning those games. Yeah, I'll ask for a friend's copy in terms of their PC copy and try and play it to see if I can stream it, but we'll see. I'm not quite sure if I can or not though. Like I said, I'll probably do a test stream, a private test stream for myself to just see if it works. If it works, that's nice. If it doesn't work, then I'll just wait for PS4 one day. So I said, only because I have a lot of other games I want to play, so I just don't want to get PS4 right away. I don't even know when I'll get a PS4. Who knows? We'll see. And Nintendo kid through and through. Alright, so Pikmin 4 is coming out soon too. I think that's the release date. It's in July. I actually played all the Pikmin games, so I'm excited. I own 2 and 3. I played 1 at a friend's house. I never bought. I think that's a Wii version, right? I never bought the Wii version of it, so yeah. Yeah. They're fun games to play, in my opinion. I don't know how 4 will work though, because apparently it's like you custom make your character and then you like just put them into the world and like meet the other characters. I'm not quite sure how it works, so yeah, I'm excited though. I've been waiting. I got delayed. I was like, no. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. And then I'll also do my Cure Mastered one day too. I'm kind of the game where I can just pick it up and just like not play it for a long time, so. Played yesterday, I can backseat into fighting all the bosses, all of them. That's fine. Yeah, I think the only thing I'll ask is that after I die, like, I don't know, like 10 to 15 times, you can backspeak me after that. Because I'm gonna see if I can try and figure it out first, but after that you can backspeak me all you want, I don't care. I think that'll be my rule for those type of games. Bum bum bum. Actually executing what you're telling me to do is a different story though. Anyway, yeah. I think I'll ask my last question for a Nuzlocke in the community page, which will be if you want the trainers / gym leaders and Elite Four to be randomized. I think after that, we'll start playing the games. at Nuzlocke. I'll probably if I do set the Nuzlocke, it'll probably be in like 2-3 weeks. I think if I do set a schedule for it. So yeah, I'm gonna check to see if there's any other games we have to finish in terms of like that can be finished in a reasonable amount of time. So yeah. Let's see. And I also plan to do more tier lists too. I might do tier lists like on days I had night shifts, so just like today. So yeah, I know. So I don't have to focus on the game. I can just talk to you guys. Just don't do intelligence build, or I'll personally invade your world. You mean